It's time for the Steve and Kyle podcast with Kyle.
Okay, so when I type in our pellet stoves, the first results I get are safe, efficient, worth it, expensive, toxic, or noisy. Those are questions. Please do not answer those. I can't stress enough.
Well, I'm glad you asked, Kyle.
I cannot stress enough how little I care, and I really feel like I'm speaking for the audience there.
You took an informal poll.
And Steve.
I think that Annette has decided to just ignore me whenever I start talking about this stuff, because she just goes, okay, that's nice. I don't think she's in any way interested. She's interested in me not dying and me not coming in every night reeking like whatever fossil fuel has just been burning away.
Now, here they are, two guys who are living in style, Steve and Kyle.
What you got over there?
You caught me asleep at the wheel.
Oh, boy. Oh, I see what you got into. You got into my stash.
Here's the problem. Okay, because...
This is a hot start, by the way.
About twice a year, we have to clear out the candy decks in here. So right now, as of today...
We're empty.
We are empty on candy. We've got a tea tin with money in it, I think.
It's got a bunch of money next to it. There's actual tea in there.
There's still tea. Okay.
Yeah.
We got a Wong Funko, but still, of everything in here, no candy.
There's a chessboard.
Yeah.
And a bottle of Pert Plus shampoo.
I know that was from a staff member a couple of years ago for you. Yeah. And then shampoo for my hair.
That was for me, you say, huh?
I believe that. Yeah.
All right.
I remember you said you didn't. Someone on staff remembered that you didn't know how to play chess. But so when I sit down and there's a jar. Yeah. Okay.
I mean they're the good ones too.
I don't want to name the name. I don't want a copyright strike.
No.
It's like if you were to have half of glasses, and in the shape of a nut,
like a macadamia.
Yeah. That would be you. So
Mr. Macadamia.
Yeah. Well.
It's a well-known brand.
Feels not proper enough though. So maybe Mr. Macadamia,
or Monsieur.
Yeah,
it could be
very French. Very French. I think just much like the Dubai chocolate thing, which I don't know what that is. I don't care to know. Please don't inform me. I feel like if we slap French on top of our nuts, we could sell them for an extra couple of bucks a jar.
So French with an exclamation mark, obviously, because you want people to know.
Yeah, and we'll do just
French.
We'll do just enough to make sure that we don't get any lawsuits. So our Monsieur Peanut,
Monsieur
Macadamia, will have not glasses, not a monocle, but two separate monocles
and a crutch
yes, not a cane, no. And what about on top of that big bald dome?
Oh, he's gonna have a fedora.
Okay, so a fedora. Okay,
because that's French.
By the time you're listening to this, you should be able to go to the merch store, SteveandKyle.com/merch, and find the newest Monsieur Macadamia.
All right, we're gonna have to figure out how to spell Monsieur.
Oh God, yeah. You only have limited prompts for AI too, so next thing you know, it comes out Monster Macadamia, and it's like a big fuzzy Yeti.
But yeah, you broke into my stash. I got a thing of dry roasted peanuts. What are your thoughts on dry roasted? I mean, I think I know.
I'm so glad you asked, because I think we as a planet need to discuss the scourge of people putting honey on everything.
Oh, you're not? Okay, so you're not a fan of the honey roasted.
And I don't want to come out too strong by saying it's a scourge of the earth or anything.
Of course not.
But I feel like you're ruining the nut when you've got a glaze of chunky honey over it.
Okay.
I want the nut to be the center of attention, okay? I'm not a Papa Bear digging my hand in that hole in the tree looking for a swab of honey.
Yeah.
Okay? Mm-hmm. I don't know what else honey's used for.
I mean, I think it's used for all kinds of things. Like,
when's the last time you used honey, Steve? Are you a honey house?
I'll put some.
You an HH?
I'll put some honey in my tea every now and then.
Really?
Yeah.
Like just out of like a, so it's what, in the shape of a little bear?
Of course, that's the only honey. Yeah. Like if you're buying a honey out of a non-bear shaped vessel, get the hell out of here.
I'll post it on the poll. Is honey the scourge of the earth? And then also, if you're buying honey out of a non-bear ventricle, are you get the hell out of here? That's how I'll phrase it.
Yeah, yes or no, obviously. Well, I'm glad to know that we have found once again a little sliver of common ground between you and I.
Is there a better walk around snack than a dry roasted nut?
Oh boy, dry roasted. You know, I think they're the unsung hero of the nut world. I'm gonna go out there. Now I prefer, or I enjoy the honey roasted as well. I enjoy all varieties of nut. It's a big thing for me.
If you had to rank your nuts, let's go top 3. I mean, could you list your top 3 nuts off the top of your head without, without having trouble, I guess?
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go. It's tough to rank them 1, 2, 3. How about I just give you my top 3 and they could be in any order?
Yeah.
I think you got to go with your standard peanut. Now, whether it's a honey roasted, a dry roasted, whatever, I'm just taking all of the peanut world. Yeah. I got to go to macadamia.
Really?
And cashew.
Okay.
I think that's a pretty strong.
That's not a bad. Yeah. The only thing I would do, I would swap out your macadamia for a pistachio.
Oh man, I didn't even think pistachios and almonds. Okay, macadamia. Sorry, your back seat. My 1, 2, 3 is peanut, pistachio, almond, and cashew. I know I said that's my top 3, but
okay,
everyone knows you can put.
Oh yeah, you got no line outside looking in there. There's something about the pistachio that if I see a bag of all cracked pistachios,
oh yeah,
I don't want it.
Okay,
I'm buying the bag where I got to do the work.
I do. Yeah, I'm torn because I like the convenience of the pre-cracked ones, but there's something about that, like that motion of cracking them open, and after a while, like you've eaten too many when your fingertips start to hurt. Yeah, because you've pried too many apart.
Oh yeah,
and they're like raw.
Oh yeah, and you've got that. It's the motion, right?
Yeah,
it's the good clean crack, and then what are you doing?
The toss.
You're tossing it, Steve. You're not pouring it out and then like getting the shavings off the side. No. It's like
that's
one
part of the
motion.
Experience.
It's one motion.
Yeah, and
if you're dusting your pistachios, you cannot listen to this podcast anymore.
Yeah, so we're gonna wait till you turn this off.
Yeah, you got 5 seconds.
Continue to keep downloading, of course.
Of course, keep the subscription alive, for God's sake.
So are we talking Mount Rushmore of nut Rushmore? Who's on your
Nutmore?
Who's on your Nut Rushmore?
Mount Nutmore? How should this go?
I like Nut Rushmore.
Nut Rushmore?
Or Mount Nut. No, I like Nut Rushmore.
Nut Rushmore? Okay.
Yeah.
Nut Rushmore.
Okay, so who's on your Nut Rushmore?
I have to go peanuts.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a tried and true. I'm going dry roasted, preferably lightly salted as I get older. Okay. You're going to go fully salted? Am I gonna wag a finger at you? No.
Yeah, that's what we got right here. We got dry roasted.
The fully salted, right?
Yeah.
And you know what you better do? Just don't even look at that back label, because you don't need to know how much salt's in there, Steve. You're a healthy man in your mid-30s. We don't care about salt intake.
No. Back in my grandpappy's day, this was a fully balanced breakfast right here.
So I'm going peanuts, and I think peanuts is even if I don't, it has to be number 1. It's just, I think it's got to be the world's favorite nut, right?
I mean, it's where everything started. As we all know, the peanut was the original nut.
And I'm going pistachio second. Cashew also on Nut Rushmore.
Yep.
I'm in a real pickle here on
what
the
about
fourth
like
one.
Are you a fan of a walnut?
Let me tell you something about walnuts. I have no idea how those became something that people consume willingly.
So no. A simple no would have worked.
What a garbage nut. Every nut that I'm familiar with, Steve, has a shape, you know what you're getting.
Yeah.
But if you go buy walnuts, you're like, oh, hey, look at this weird dilapidated cardboard.
It's like a Brillo pad.
And it's you better have a bottle of water to chug because it's going to dry everything in your orifices out.
Shockingly dry, a little bit bitter.
Awful nuts.
Still going to eat them.
Are you?
Still going to eat them, yeah.
If you show me a walnut, like in a decorative glass bowl of nuts, let's say it's around the holiday season, right? And they've got the nut cracker there for you if you want the fresh nut. I will happily come to your house as a service I'll offer this upcoming year and throw away all those walnuts so nobody has to suffer through that and act like they're enjoying it.
Okay. All right. I don't know how many people you're going to get to take you up on that, but it's nice to know that the offer is there.
Is the walnut you'll see people put in like cinnamon rolls when they make specialty cinnamon rolls? Am I thinking that correctly?
Yeah.
Awful. I've got beautiful, delicious, fatty, baked bread. Oh, inside, cinnamon. On top, the most delicious, high sugar, high fat, white icing of all time. You want to know how you can ruin that in 1 second? Slap those Brillo pads on top or in the bread and pawn that off to me like that's something I want.
All right, so walnuts are not on Kyle's Nut Rushmore.
No, they're not on Nut Rushmore. Again, we're at peanut, pistachio, cashew. If I had to pick a fourth, and I got to tell you.
You going almond?
The gap between 1 through 3 and 4 here.
Okay, it's monumental.
We could use another mountain.
Grand Canyon.
Yes. I think I would go with the pecan.
Oh, yeah.
I think I go, and I think your logical two there are going to be pecan or an almond.
I like how you.
I do like an almond now that I think about it.
Almonds are good.
They're a little chunky. Like if you bite it, you're getting shards in there. You know, you're not getting that disintegration.
That an almond is one that you're going to be tasting it for a couple hours too.
Yeah, I'm struggling.
Look, I'm thrilled that this conversation has come up because I got a little surprise for you.
Oh, okay.
And the surprise is not just these. What did we call Monsieur
Macadamia?
Monsieur Macadamia,
which, by the way, didn't make either of our top fours.
Monsieur Macadamia's dry nut, or dry peanuts. I got a little surprise for you. This was an impulse yesterday when I was at the store. I saw it and I said, "My buddy Kyle, he's going to be into this."
Yeah,
and it's something that I've experienced a handful of times lately.
Okay. Was it these dry roasted nuts?
It's not these dry roasted nuts, but it's going to pair perfectly with them because where are you eating these at? Where are you sitting and eating these at? You're sitting at the bar. You know, there's that little bowl of like bar snacks.
I am right now flashback to nearly every episode of Cheers.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Corn nuts.
Bowl of nuts there. Mm-hmm. And, COVID killed it.
Okay. COVID killed the bar nut?
I would argue COVID killing the bar nut is a bigger tragedy to society than whatever death toll people.
Than COVID itself.
Yeah.
Okay, I think there was a couple million people.
What's the loss of the bar nut?
I'm not going to put my stamp of approval on that.
I'll put when I post this on the poll, I'll put parentheses Kyle only to make sure there's no attribution to you.
Sure. Should we have a shirt that says "Bring back the bar nut"?
Hashtag #FCOVID, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean that might be a little outdated,
but
yes,
we digress. Something that I know is going to pair perfectly with these. Now, if you could close your eyes or avert your eyes. Okay.
Yep. I am not looking. I am finishing up a poll, but this is. I got to tell you, I had stuff written down today that I had every intention of getting to. I had important questions, non-important questions, which are the overwhelming majority of them.
Well, I mean, here we are 13 minutes in to who's on your Nut Rushmore.
Yeah, I'm posting that right now. Does everybody have a Nut Rushmore? And if you don't, you've been doing it all wrong. Okay, if you're on a first date, I need someone to follow up. If you're on a date, any date, maybe it's a long-term partner, maybe it's a new partner, I need you to bring up at the restaurant, wherever you are, maybe it's in bed after, your first relations with your new partner. Mm-hmm. You light your cigarette, lean back in bed and say, who's on your Nut Rushmore?
This seems like a job for our man on the street, Trevor.
Oh, yes.
Trevor's he is always up for asking coworkers questions like suspension bridge versus covered bridge. Trevor, if you could get an informal poll of the office that you work in by next week, we need it by next week.
Honestly, yeah. A little expeditious on this one, please.
Yeah, so if you could ask people who's on their Nut Rushmore.
Yeah.
Maybe have an image printed out of Mount Rushmore, but with peanuts and almonds crudely pasted on top.
But please don't use the fraud from Planters. Okay.
No.
You don't want to get sued, and 2, Monsieur Macadamia is here to fill in all of with the French nut
again with a fedora.
Yes,
a crutch,
and 2 single monocles.
2 monocles,
not glasses.
Yeah, not connected.
Important. 2 separate monocles,
and they're coming out of each one of his breast pockets.
Of course.
Okay. So Kyle, I saw this yesterday at the store. And it's not going to be something that you're going to be like, oh my God, I've never had that before.
Steve, you underestimate my excitement about things.
Okay, well, I'm just going to pass it across the table to you. It's going to be perfect to go with this little snack that we have. And it is a nice Yingling lager.
Steve!
Now, unfortunately, they're not refrigerated, but I figured,
oh, man.
why not?
Well, this is a delight, Steve.
Now, I know that it's not even 5 o'clock somewhere, but if you want to have an adult, hey, what's in that bottle?
Oh, this has been a genuine delight for me. As you know, I don't know if I talked about it on the podcast, my adoration for the Yingling beer. I have, because people have sent me the chocolate porter, the beer.
It's America's oldest brewery.
We've had the one shipment that got definitely stolen by a delivery person a couple of years ago.
Yeah. And then we got one where a lot of stuff was broken and the box was just completely saturated.
Oh, and right on that label, the 10-cent Michigan bottle return. Beautiful. Wow, that is a delight. That is, out of the 30 I've had since it's become legal in Michigan, that's
the best one?
That's the best one. Man, midday sort of pop.
Yeah, we're on a weird record schedule this week. Yeah. We should just stop saying that because
it's the new norm.
Every week is a weird record schedule for us. But this might be the first Friday afternoon recording.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's definitely odd, and it leans further into my thinking that my prediction is this podcast ends this year.
Huh.
Not by either of our real actual doing, or either you or I, pointing a finger in the other person's face and saying, to hell with you and to hell with you.
Even though we both actively want it to end.
Yeah, absolutely. At this point, boy, we're in a real duty marriage at this point, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're just showing up every week.
Yeah, what do you call it? Like a domestic partnership?
Yeah, exactly.
So if we split, they got to...
Right. We're both seeking partners elsewhere. Mm-hmm. I'm definitely seeking out other podcast candidates. No, if I bust
Are you finally taking Sports Tate to the level it needs to be?
If this thing ended, I would probably still podcast, because I don't know who else I would be able to bore with these ramblings on a consistent basis.
Who else is going to have a 14-minute conversation about nuts?
Oh, I can't wait. Please chime in with your Nut Rushmores. Love to hear those, because
we need Nut Rushmore merch.
Oh, yeah. Nut Rushmore merch, Monsieur Macadamia merch. Those will all be up here. We love talking about the nuts to go along with we love talking about the eggs merch. I would plan on all those being up within the next 2 weeks.
Hopefully they'll be up by the time you're listening to this episode.
I walked in here today thinking of two things that I wanted to ask you about.
Okay.
One is a real pickle I'm in. And I'm struggling to remember, as I do with a lot of things, if we talked about the incarnation of this pickle on the podcast. I believe we did. And I think I need your help on it.
Okay.
But another item is something that I don't know how I forgot about, but was briefly mentioned by you that was very big news to me. A matter of, I would say it was in the last month or so that you asked, or that you mentioned it offhandedly, and I was taken aback. So I would like your input on if you'd like to offer me advice, or if you'd like to give an explanation on what I think you are regarding as a bad life choice on your end.
Oh, boy, a bad life choice on my end.
I think that's the way you would describe it, I think.
Okay. I like giving advice, so we'll start off with that. Maybe if we have time, we'll get to both of them.
I believe it was on this podcast, Steve, early fall 2025, where I talked to you about a young gentleman from the local school stopping by my house with a notepad. And he was going up and down the street and saying, I'm offering a service.
The garbage pail kid.
He would. So Oscar the Grouch walks up to...
I swear to God, until the words came out, I didn't realize what I was saying. So
that's right. The garbage pail kid who just wanted to make a few bucks.
Yeah.
Wanders up, stinking of garbage.
And you paid him like $40 a month or something to take your garbage can down?
So he came up, this intrepid young businessman, came up to the house and said, for $20 a month, I will bring your trash can to the end of the road, and then I will put it back after the trash has been picked up.
That's a pretty good racket.
And the going rate is, that's probably higher than I would have been comfortable paying.
Yeah.
Because he is... I don't know, 150 feet away from my house. Like, it's barely a street, a turn away. But, you know, I thought, hey, I initially said no. And then on this podcast, I mentioned I felt so bad that I made a post on a local Inform page. Said, does anybody know this young man?
Yeah.
Can you send him back? Okay. And he came back, and I paid him for 3 months.
$60.
$60
Nice.
for October, November, December.
Okay.
And to be honest, it was fine. Not like you can do that job incorrectly, right? Unless you're like you
Kind of hard to.
Hey, sorry, I turned the trash can upside down in the middle of your driveway.
I'm assuming he said to you, like, I don't know, if your garbage night is, or if your garbage day is Wednesday, like, I'll be here Tuesday night at 6:30 or something, and I'll take it down. And then he comes back the next day and brings it back up.
Yeah, and what I noticed is he would usually stop by and bring it down to the end of the road on his way home from school the day before.
Okay.
And then typically...
That's a little bit early, though.
Typically where we are, we get early pickup in the morning, too. Sometimes he's been able to, on the way to school the next morning, put it back up.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So 3 months go by, no problem. I think that I'm okay. I helped him out. I feel good about helping him out. I hope he's happy about doing it.
But now you got to break up with him.
So January comes around, and as everybody knows who has, you know, local trash pickup, the holidays bumps your trash pickup by a day in most cities and everywhere.
He didn't bill you extra, did he?
I forgot. So my plan was to just start bringing the trash can down again. And I forgot. I was a day off. And he came by and brought it down. Dogs barking. So then what?
His contract has expired with you at this point.
But that's the thing. There was never a discussion of, hey, I'll do 3 months only. I said, I'll pay you for the next 3 months, kind of assuming he'd go away. But there he was in January.
And he's still doing it.
Pulling the trash can down. So he brought it down once, so then what do I do? Because now he's brought it down for that first time in January.
Are you on the hook for all of January now?
I had to run inside, said, hey, thanks, buddy. Let me go inside and grab money for you. And so I go pay him. And I tell Katie, I said, that's it. Nothing wrong with him doing what he's doing.
So you gave him another 20.
Yeah. Paid him for the month in advance of January, whatever. And then February came. And I swear to God, he must have beat the sun up to bring my trash can to the end of the road.
Okay.
I feel like at this point, I'm in a real standoff with a fifth grader about my trash can.
It's a mob-like scenario here.
How?
He's offering you protection and then charging you for it, but he's not even really asking your opinion on whether you want that protection or not.
I come to you because somewhere there is a doorbell video camera of you shuttling youth football players off your stoop.
Oh, I forgot
trying to sell, what were they selling?
I don't know, candy bars or something.
In an aggressive manner, you're like, get out of here, whatever.
No. No, they came to my door. They ring the doorbell. I open the door, and it's two kids just standing there. And I was like, hey, what's up, guys? I'm just like, what? We have candy bars. I said, oh, cool. What are you guys raising money for? I don't know. No, guys, I'm good. Thank you.
So you shoot them off, shut the door in their face.
Look, if you don't even, you got to do the bare minimum, and I'm going to buy something from you.
Yeah.
But if you can't even muster up, hello, we're raising money for blank.
Yeah.
Come on. Like, show a little bit of effort.
If you had to estimate, were they grade school?
They seem like middle school.
Okay. So 6th, 7th, 8th grade.
Yeah, I would have said it was probably for their 6th grade class trip or something.
So you were more focused on the lack of communication more than the product, which again, you're overpaying for crappy candy,
right,
but whatever. Yeah. You would have done it had they come to you with a clear sales pitch, you think?
I think if I would have been more likely if they had come to the door and just been kind of like, like I said, hi, we're from the whatever school. We're raising money for our class trip or for our team or for, the new playground, whatever it is. Yeah, I'm 80% in already. But you got to meet me at that.
Right. You got to come some of the way to get me to know what you're doing and why you're doing it. Because I think I come to you today with hat in hand, figuratively. I think I have too much trouble at this point, just given the firm, direct no. Because now, Steve, I'm on the hook for February. What do I do in March? Yeah. Do I go out there the 2 days before my trash can is being picked up in March and like put a sign on it 48 hours before it's getting picked up saying,
says, no,
I've got it, or thanks for your service, and then give him a tip? Do I have to tip this guy?
No. Here's what you got to do. You got to get about 12 feet of chain and a master lock.
Okay.
And you chain that thing around a fence post, a tree, a car, whatever you got to do.
And drag him behind it, right?
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No. If he disobeys, that's when you bring out the baseball bat and you hide behind the garbage can. And when that kid comes out in the morning, you swing like you're swinging for the fences. Clock that kid right across the side of the head. I guarantee you he won't come back in April.
He won't come back ever because he'll be brain damaged and probably unable to move. Steve, I mentioned something before we dove into me hitting a fifth grader with a baseball bat.
Sounds weird when you say it like that.
It does, but if you didn't hear the first half of this podcast, that will not make a lot of sense. That I don't even know if you remember saying to me on this podcast. It was very offhand, caught me off guard. And it was about, I would say, a pretty big regret you have. We talked a while ago that you were making a change around here. Okay, and it's not Comanche related.
No,
but unsurprisingly, in this house, it was automobile related. And you wanted to make a switch. The vehicle you were driving had become pretty tightly associated with movements you weren't agreeing with.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And then I want to say it was a couple of months ago where we were discussing something and you looked me dead in the eye. And I don't know the exact words you used. But it was a semblance of, I made a terrible mistake. It's the meme from Arrested Development with Will Arnett's character, I've made a huge mistake.
Yeah.
But that was you. And usually, I guess I would never expect to hear that right out of your mouth. For the vehicle change you made. Someone who's owned multiple Ford Rangers at one time. Multiple Jeeps at one time. Always had a steady... Always had vehicles that I can't remember ever hearing you complain about a daily driver of yours that you had purchased.
Yeah.
Until this.
Yeah.
And I'm not giving the details away about what it is you drove. That's up to you if you want to.
Totally
you bought it. You were excited to buy it. I remember you telling me about you were excited to buy it.
Yeah.
You mentioned there was a windshield issue. They cleaned that right up from the dealership right away with no problem, I believe.
It had a little crack in it when I went there to look at it. And it was a couple-hour drive to get there. So I drove all the way there, and I'm like, oh, crap, man, this thing, it's got a cracked windshield. Guy was super cool. He was like, I am so sorry. That's totally on us. We're going to get it fixed for you. So I ended up buying it with just I don't even think I had it in writing that they were going to replace the windshield.
Yeah.
But the guy was honest as they come. Called me the next day. It took like 2 weeks or something for them to coordinate it. But yeah, a guy drove out here and replaced the windshield for me free of charge. I didn't pay a dime for it.
Like meet you in the driveway or the parking lot. They do it while you're kind of at work. Or
it was here. He actually came right to the house.
So I'm curious because I've never had direct automobile regret because that's a big purchase in terms of pure quantity of dollars. That's for most people
quite a few.
The second largest purchase they'll make in their life outside of a home.
Yeah.
So you're sitting here now. How many months have you had this new car?
8.
So let's say 8 months ago. That puts us in what, June?
It was June, yeah.
So let's say you got this car June 1st. It doesn't matter. Can you pinpoint when you said to yourself, either out loud or internally, I made a huge mistake.
Probably a month, 2 months in.
So you're sitting there driving around.
Pretty early.
4th of July fireworks blasting off in the sky around you.
Yeah.
Out for a drive. And you look around, you go, God, I hate this thing.
It's not that I hate it. I just don't like it as much as I liked my old car.
So is it just, would you rank it as like a downgrade in terms of your amenities? Have you just had mechanical issues with it? Because usually mechanical issues are a bummer, but for you, that's more of a, hey, that's a hiccup, but I can fix it.
No mechanical issues whatsoever.
Okay.
Since I bought the car, haven't had to put one dime into it. But I think right off the bat, I didn't like it, but I tried to convince myself I did. But there's a telltale sign that I don't like it, that it took me like 6 months to admit to myself.
Okay.
And that was, when you get a car, a lot of times they'll, it'll be like nice and detailed or whatever, and it might have those paper floor mats on that says like, thanks for being our customer, and the little footprints on it, to keep your floor mats nice and clean. Well, mine didn't have that, but it had something similar underneath the floor mats, because it has those really nice like form-fitting rubber floor mats that like catch all the mud and snow and everything. Underneath it, there was that like sticky backed plastic on the carpet.
Okay.
Because they had it freshly detailed. I've had the car 8 months and that plastic is still in there. And I know that may sound weird, but for me, that tells me I don't even like this car enough to take that plastic out.
Wow.
Yeah.
So,
and it's not something that's wrong with the car. There's not a problem with it. Runs perfectly fine. I just don't like it as much as my old car because it's a stupid car. And my old car was smarter.
Have you taken to, maybe grabbing Annette's keys in the morning on the way out and taking her car now because the stupid car you want to leave in the garage?
No, I haven't done that yet. I have had to drive her car to work before, but not, nothing related to my car being dumb.
But if your car is a stupid car, hers is like extra, right? Like
no, because it's different.
Okay.
I'm struggling to put words to why it's different, but I think that my car it's the dumb kid in school that thinks he's smart.
Okay. Like, is it a confident dumb?
It is.
So this car's walking around confident.
It's a confident dumb.
The car you have is a car that will get looks, nods from people, not like a
really.
Jeep Wave, because you're not, not that weird. But it's a cool, slick looking car that people are going to notice. It's not blending in with the mini SUVs, the crossovers, the hatchback, I wouldn't say that. No?
I think it blends in perfectly fine. It's not like it's not a flashy color. It's not like a crazy shape or anything. It's just dumb. It's just not smart. Like there's
a car be just dumb.
Yeah. Like there's certain things that I just hate about it.
Really? So you obviously you're driving this thing 5 days a week at minimum, right? Mm-hmm. You're going to work with it 5 days a week.
Yeah.
Have you cataloged the list of dumb that in your eyes is irredeemable?
Yes. First of all, it's an electric vehicle.
Yep.
Which I know already is going to make people mad.
Some people are rolling their eyes. Some people are going to huff gasoline and protest, whatever you want to do.
That's fine. You like what you like. I like what I like.
Yeah. Don't worry. Steve will be doing that in his warehouse, but it's diesel.
Right. I like all kinds of things. The way that it charges is dumb.
Okay. So it's not just a simple, in my mind, I am unaware, it would just be like a magnetized thing that you would put into the charger port.
Plug in a charger, like
right?
You're plugging in a phone or a computer or whatever.
It's not like that?
It does do that, but you're supposed to, for instance, you're supposed to be able to set a charging schedule.
Yeah.
Because through your electric company, you can subscribe to their electric vehicle charging program. And what it does is it gives you discounted rates if you charge in off-peak hours. So if I charge from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m., I'm paying a fraction of what I would be paying if I was charging the rest of the day.
Pretty good deal, because that's a time that for most people are not using their cars.
Exactly. So I tell the car, like, you can go into the software and you say, don't start charging until 11 p.m. And don't charge to, like, I don't need it to be topped off. I don't need it to be 100%. Because
get it to 80 and taper it.
Get it to 80.
Yeah.
Get me to 80%. Well, the car is so stupid that it thinks, because I have a departure time set for the following morning, which means that I get into the car and it's nice and warm.
Yeah, it's trying to integrate your life. And okay.
So the car does the math and it says, well, you're only at 15% right now. If we don't start charging until 7, or if we don't start charging until 11, we're not going to be able to make it to 80% by the time you leave at 5 a.m. But no. That's just the max. I don't need it past there. So it starts charging earlier, which in turn costs me more money.
You told it not to.
I told it not to.
Right.
So I had to come up with this half-assed workaround so I didn't have to go out into the garage every night at 11 o'clock and wait and be like, looking at the watch, like, okay, now go. That's just one thing, but that is such a big thing when it comes to electric vehicles. Another thing is...
What a remarkably weird... Not glitch. I don't want to call it a glitch. It's trying to do what it's designed to do, and it's...
But it's doing it in the wrong order.
Right, and it's flashing alerts about something that to you doesn't matter.
Right.
And to most people who are just driving it, I mean, what is it? 15 miles there, 15 miles
12?
home? Right.
Yeah.
So 60% for you is okay for that purpose.
Mm-hmm.
But it's thinking you're going to die on the side of the highway.
Yeah.
If I don't get you to 80 with hot seats by the time you're sitting in it.
Mm-hmm. The other thing that I cannot stand, and I know everyone loves it, Apple CarPlay.
Okay, what does that do?
I despise Apple CarPlay. Apple CarPlay basically mirrors your phone screen
on the
dash, but it is so clunky and so stupid that I want to listen. Say I want to go from listening to the radio to listening to a podcast or something on my phone. 99 times out of 100, it does not make the transition from one to the other. I hate it. I hate it so much.
You can't just...
I can turn it off.
Fully disable it?
I can fully disable it, but the only time it's useful is if I want to use, say, Google Maps. Then it's fairly reliable. But anything audio related, it is just a dumpster fire. I hate it. And I know that these are like first world problems.
Yeah.
But that's where I live, baby.
But you're telling
I'm in
me
the first world right here.
You saying that right now, do you think most people are going, what is he talking about? Because
maybe
they disagree, or...
Maybe. I don't care. It's my experience.
So you've got your top two. Would you say would those equate to more than 50% of your frustrations with the car?
There's another one, which is now when you drive an electric vehicle, you learn quickly that batteries... they die quicker in colder weather.
Yeah.
So if you used to be able to get 300 miles on a full charge, in the winter, you might only get 200 miles.
Right.
Like, it's a significant drop. This car is so much more significant than my last car. It is beyond unreasonable how badly it drops.
So, like... Not just noticeable, which I think anytime you would notice a drop of, 10, 20, 30%, you're saying it's more than that.
Well, yeah, I mean, imagine going out to your car in the morning and realizing, oh, crap, somebody siphoned 30% of the gas out of my tank. Now, again, that's something I knew going into it, but I didn't know how bad it was specifically for that car. Because my last car was also an electric vehicle, and it took a little bit of a hit in the winter, but it was much more manageable. This one... Kyle, it's just a stupid car. It's a dumb car.
You were thinking this in July, so I was caught off guard when you mentioned this to me. I would guess it was in December when I heard you say it. So you've been stewing on this for the better part of 7 months. Yeah. You didn't finance this car. You're not leasing it. You bought it. You paid cash dollar. The trenches are paying well. how many months have you been looking or considering getting out of this car? And 2, does Annette know how much you hate this thing?
She knows I'm not pleased.
Okay. And she hasn't offered to take that bird and say, you know what, take mine every day.
No, I mean, I don't like. I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm stuck with it for now, I guess.
But why, Steve? You bought it. You paid cash. There's no lien on it. You could be on the listings right now. Cars.com. You don't even need that. You need Facebook Marketplace.
I mean, look, I'd be lying if I said I didn't click around from time to time. But I don't know what I want. Like, I kind of just want my old car back. But I did have valid reasons for getting rid of it. Like, I needed something a little bit bigger, and this foots the bill fine. But
if you went to the car you had prior, they have bigger, different models that would fit your lifestyle a little better. You know, to where you're not like me and my 99 Cavalier, tilting the passenger seat forward to get people in the back, right?
If I could get a 99 Cavalier.
Whew. Don't tempt me. I will be up and down Marketplace for you right now, and you know what? Oof. You buy that white 99 Cavalier, Steve, I'll pitch in for the faux leather bra on my own dime.
Did it have the graphics on the doors?
No. I wasn't. I didn't want to be too ostentatious with it. You know,
just the Altezza tails.
Right, the Altezza tails, the spoiler,
the bra,
obviously the subwoofers with the aluminum foil around the trunk so it didn't rattle obnoxiously.
The Dynamat.
Yeah, listen, I knew what I was running around with. All right, a chick magnet. Okay. Yeah. 16-year-old Kyle knew what he had back then. Okay. So you're looking for that feeling out of your car again.
Wind blowing through what's left of my hair.
16, man, that thing was just as thin and not lush as you would expect a 16-year-old's hair.
But no doubt, parted down the middle.
Oh, God. I mean, just blowing in the back as I cranked my window down to let the wind flow through it again.
What was young Kyle listening to back then?
Oh, that would have been 90s rap.
Okay.
No question. There was DMX playing where I would definitely turn it.
Nature.
There was definitely turning it down at the traffic lights, especially when they would use the racial slurs.
Yeah.
Because you didn't want to be that 16-year-old white kid in the middle of a, middle-class suburbia.
Basically the opening scene to Office Space.
Yes.
When Michael Bolton is driving to work.
Yeah. I'm curious. This is a little more lax on your end than I thought because the car world as it stands with your car right now is at your fingertips. Mm-hmm. You can make the choice if you want. Now, would you lose your ass?
I don't think so. I think I could probably get back what I have into it.
And you've already got like the charging equipment at your house, so it's not like you buying another electric vehicle from somewhere else would incur that cost of installing. I'd like to see you make this move, Steve.
Okay.
I'd like to see
Should I call the guy that I sold my car to and see if he wants to sell it back?
No. You don't.
Can't go back with my tail between my legs.
Well, you can't do that, and you can't walk in with the white power salute acting like you mean it. You'd have to. So I think you need to go to a different avenue because, like you said, you want a little bigger. I get it.
Yeah.
Let's start. I'm surprised at you. Yeah. Okay, a guy who finally made his dream vehicle, which would the world agree is a real weird dream vehicle? Sure. But you made it happen, Steve.
You talking the Comanche?
I'm talking the Comanche. And you're sitting out here with a daily driver that for 7 months you've gotten into in the morning and gone, some way, shape, or form, you've gone, ugh.
Yeah, I don't have the joy that I used to have.
Will you do me a favor before we record next?
Can't promise.
Do at the minimum, maybe just a cursory listing. At the price you would need it's not a break even at this point because you paid for the whatever, but at the price you would need to feel okay saying, all right, I can move on from this thing now.
Now there is a benefit to me selling it now. And it's because when I bought it, there were still credits, like incentives for EVs.
Yep. So you got a little kickback when you bought it.
Yeah, I did. I saved $4,000 on it.
And now all these suckers buying them now.
They're not getting the.
They're not getting the $4,000. Yeah. So you're $4,000 in the bank on this.
Exactly. I could juice the numbers a bit. I'd
like to see a bit of movement on your end. I don't want to see you sad. Can Okay? Cars make you happy.
They do.
For however that goes about your day. Like, and I know there's a litany of people that are the same way. Okay? I'm trying to ingratiate myself with those people.
Sure.
In coming episodes, we need to talk about my long con that I'm working on.
Okay.
To ingratiate myself with you goofy Jeep people.
Okay.
But I want to see you, maybe go up there today and tell Annette, I'm sorry, I got to be outright. I hate this car, and I want a new one.
I think that, when I talked about in the intro, where she just kind of stops listening to me, I think that might be the case.
Would she notice a new car?
She would definitely notice.
Yeah.
And I think she would be totally on board if I said, I don't want this thing anymore.
Yeah.
As long as I wasn't losing my ass on it.
Okay. I'd like to see you make a move, Steve. Okay. I'm going to check in with you. I'm going to hold your feet to the fire on this. You need to sell that car. We could sell it on this podcast.
We could.
Let's get a listing for next week. I mean, I won't take a big cut.
Let's see what wait, what?
Pennies on the dollar.
All right. Well, we had a little stuff going on upstairs. I got to tend to right now.
Yep. Next week we are going to update. We need to get the Fathead out to live shows. So stay
we got
tuned
some
for that.
time before that. So
we got to figure out where that is. If you have the Fathead, I ask this once a year, and then I forget. If you have the Fathead, I think it's probably with Mark in the UP. Please message us to let us know.
Also, check out StephenKyle.com/merch. So hopefully, Monsieur Macadamia is posted and ready to be bought.
He should be available. StephenKyle.com/merch.
Talk to you next week. See ya.